Hi, Abhimanyu. So now the news has come that the lockdown is extended for 15 more days. How is it going to affect the economy, the markets, and broader impact? What are you looking at?
Thanks a lot for having me today. I think so. This lockdown extension was quite expected considering that we are just in the initial stage in terms of testing. And lot of the people who are getting tested are turning out to be asymptomatic, meaning a lot of people who have turned positive, they didn't inhibit any symptom in terms of cough, fever or something. So we need to really increase our testing over next 15 days if you want to get out of it by 1st of May. I think so. With regard to the impact of the economy, Indian economy is close to around $2.8 trillion. That is the total value of goods and services which is produced in India during a 12-month period. So you can yourself see that the impact of this thing now probably could extend overall for at least 2 months, if not for 3 months. And if you look at today, so from an impact perspective, at least a $500 billion dollars kind of an impact on the overall basis for a country like India. It's quite possible that, that could be the kind of loss that this kind of lockdown and the challenges that we're going to face with coronavirus are going to have on the Indian economy. Coming to, in terms of sectors, so clearly I think so certain sectors such as the tourism sector, the hospitality sector, I think so they are going to be probably a year ahead in terms of, any solid recovery. Some of the other sectors, which might see some rebound could be retail when we come back. Right now, we have been telling investors to stick more on the insurance and the pharmaceutical side because those are the which are likely to do better.
Right.
In terms of the overall index, then I think so the BFSI sector, where the weight is very high, that sector will continue to face a lot of challenges because of collection of money.
Right. So do you think there would be a contraction in growth in terms of GDP growth this year?
So I think so GDP growth would be definitely, in my view, though most of the analysts are talking about a 2% kind of a growth.
Right.
I think so the way things are panning out right now, you can easily take that we'll be fortunate even to be at the same level of GDP that we were last year. So even I would say that, a 0% growth will be a very positive for India this year.
Okay. And what's your advice for retail investors who are investing through SIP? And this month also there was no stopping in investing. Do you think that should continue, or people should be holding on to cash?
So I think so. It depends on the cash flow of the person. To be very honest, the first thing that anyone should look at is having a decent amount of emergency fund which can take care of the basic necessities of life of an individual. One is also should be also cognizant of the fact that, stability of job or stability of business is also going to be pretty challenging in this particular point of time.
Right.
So those things will be taken as a priority. If someone has invested in SIP, if he has cash flow, so definitely he should continue with those SIPs. If somebody doesn't have money right now and he has to decide between an emergency fund and SIP, then probably he should go for an emergency fund. But I would strongly urge those people to not sell whatever they have invested till now in the market and, redeem their SIPs. That would not be something good for investors because we definitely are going to come out of it. It might take maybe 2 years to come out of it, but definitely, yes, we will come out of it.